You've played every Fallout like so many times by now that finding water chips, Gex, and Liam Neeson's is just a breeze for you. It's time to get back in the saddle for another post-apocalyptic role-playing game, right? Not so fast. Things are different this time around. Veterans, pay attention. Fallout 4's new systems will buck you right off that saddle. And newcomers, listen up too. This video has got some serious help for you. No, sure, it's fun to figure out things for yourself, I agree. But I've seen too many of my companions wandering the wasteland with such fucked up character builds, I wouldn't hesitate to put a 10mm shell in their cranium. For their own good. So what do all the character stats do? How does leveling up work? Is the third-person view still some janky-ass shit? Now keep watching to find out. First thing, the special system. This is the first and only thing you dump points into when initially starting your character. Skill points are gone. Tag skills are gone. No traits, and perks are completely different. Forget it all. Forget everything you know about previous Fallout games. Now each special category does affect your character on its own. Strength determines inventory carry weight and melee damage. Perception increases accuracy and VATS. Endurance determines how many hit points you have and how long you can sprint. Charisma opens up dialogue options and grants better pricing when bartering. Intelligence affects how many experience points you earn. Luck determines how fast your critical meter fills and the chances of finding better gear. Got all that? Okay, so don't worry too much about that. You won't be locked out of using big weapons or power armor if your strength is too low. Your VATS accuracy will still be okay if your perception sucks. And besides, when you level up, you can put points into any special category at any time. Okay, now, here's the second part to this whole special thing. Pay attention. Every point you put into a special category will unlock another perk. And there are 10 perks per category, per letter, right? So you could put 10 points into Charisma from the beginning and unlock all the Charisma perks. But, you don't actually have any of the perks until you spend another point to activate them. And you can't do that until you earn points in-game from leveling up. So while you don't actually get the perks in your initial special allocation, you get access to them, you unlock them, and then you can easily activate them once you've leveled up and get a point. Then each perk has an additional rank that can be leveled up by spending another point on it, and those are gated by your character's level. Okay, that was the most important part. Rewatch that if it was confusing. So because of this setup, perks play the main role in your character's progression. Do you want more damage resistance? That's a perk. You want more damage with rifles or pistols? That's a perk. Do you want access to better gun mods? That's a perk, and so on and so on. Some perks are just simple boosts to your abilities, like your melee damage, your hit points, your action points, your carry weight. But some give you completely new abilities. Now, lockpicking and hacking are also dependent on perks now, and you will want to activate these and level them up early as to not be frustrated by the large amount of locked off areas that are accessible only by either lockpicking or hacking. So deciding which perks you want and how early you want them, that'll help you decide how to allocate your special points at the beginning. As I said, you can still put the points you get from leveling up into your special attributes. You'll gain the benefit of that attribute naturally, and unlock more perks that you can then activate the next time you level up. Just be aware of putting all your points into the base special categories early on, because you'll be passing up the benefits of activated perks, like, for example, Nerd Rage. This is the level 10 intelligent perk, and I had it activated with my very first level up, and it's great. Now here's another thing in Fallout 4 that changes the way you'll think about your character build. Crits are completely different now. Every hit in VATS fills a bit of your crit meter. Now when you fill the meter, you then manually execute a critical hit that does more damage. Gone are the dice rolls and the modifiers that determine critical chance. So I like using a modded 10mm pistol that I looted off a mobster early on because I can fire it so many times in VATS. Each hit filling the critical meter, and then I hit the X button on the Xbox to execute a critical. And, you guessed it, there are perks that play into this. So, perks that boost your crit damage, give you a chance to instantly gain a crit with every hit in VATS, and even one that allows you to bank them for later use. Everything's dependent on this perk chart. Know it, love it, figure it out. You never get stuck going down any path with the Fallout 4 leveling system, and as long as you keep leveling up, You can allocate points to anything, theoretically maxing out everything. It's a whole new wasteland out there in the Commonwealth. But now, go forth with this knowledge and carve out a worthy life in post-apocalyptic New England.